Okay, hello everyone. So I made this application. Okay, basically, so this application uses like a very old Duolingo API created by this guy called like Kartik something, I don't know. But yeah, basically, currently only one of his functions actually work, which is to uh, log in and get your known vocabulary. So known vocabulary here, if you process it right, it's just a dictionary containing key value pairs of like uh, the word, the translation, the audio URL, and okay, that's pretty much it. So here I'm using, okay, so here when you initialize the application, right, it creates a table for you to store all of your known vocabularies from Duolingo. You need your JWT token and your username to log in. So yeah, uh, JWT token is basically just a form of authentication. Uh, yes, and yeah, so okay, so I'm using a Postgres database on the backend. So here I'm just using Psycop to connect to the database, then I'm creating a table, then I'm inserting into this table all of the following values. So if you see, it's my, like, okay, here. Okay, so currently I have not made the table yet, which is why here when you check database, it says there's no word in database yet. Because there's no words in the database yet. But basically, okay, so when you update database, you run the Python script, and yeah, you run this script, and then it will insert all the data into the, yeah, you go into this route populate, then you insert all of the data into the database. So now once the database is populated, you redirect you into to see like all of your database. So here you have your word, you have your translation, and then you have your other URL. And here you can delete, you can edit, yeah, all these basic features lah. So anyway, this is your whole data. So this, okay, so I'm learning Japanese on Duolingo now, and these are all like the words that I know. Yeah, there's a lot, but yeah, these are all the words that I know. I think, okay, so now if you look at the Postgres database, you can see, yeah, you can see all the words that I know. So okay, notice just now I deleted the JPOP, like the word JPOP from the my database, right? So that's why index of ID 1 is missing. But in total I have like 500 words. Yeah, it's quite a lot. Anyways, sorry, I'm not gonna close that. But yeah, so okay, so this is all your database. So now you're asking like, how do I actually use this data? So here so far I've only made like 2 routes. My first route is the vocabulary route. Okay, so here when you go to the vocab route, you get the word in Japanese, and then when you, so you know how like Anki, like those of you who have used Anki, like it's like this kind of system where like you have to use just like spatial repetition to like train your memory, right? So here when you show after you see the word, you have to try to remember the translation, then you rate it on a scale of based on like easy, medium, hard, or again. So here I kind of made like a very simplified version of space repetition. If you put easy, then the confidence, you add a +3 score to confidence. So here the word is saifu, which is like clothes, I think. Oh sorry, it's wallet. Okay, so I clearly didn't remember that. So here I'll put again. So when I put again, right, my confidence level drops by -1. Okay, so now the word here is gakuse, which is a student. Yeah, so that's pretty easy. Then this is bengoshi, which is a lawyer. Yeah, so that's pretty easy. Okay, maybe I had a bit of trouble remembering that. So here, yeah, basically all of these words, right, easy adds a 3 to your confidence score, medium adds a 2, hard adds a 1, and then again adds a -1. So after this whole practice is over, yeah, you can either choose to do another round, which is the same thing, or you can like go back to the main page. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll look at the database. Notice how like the words that I've practiced, right, didn't score. So now if I go back, you see engineer and soul will appear again to like, yeah, that's basically like kind of like how space repetition works. Okay, yeah, so that's the whole vocabulary route. Okay, here, yeah, so I update the confidence here. Then whenever I get a new set of words from the vocab database, right, I sort it according to confidence ascending, and I randomize it. Yes. Okay, so yeah, so the next route is the pronunciation route. I spent so long on this. Okay, basically, okay, so this is the pronunciation route. So basically, it uses a speech recognition and a speech synthesizer, web speech API, which is included in all Google Chrome browsers. So okay, so I'll just demonstrate how it works. So this is postcard, which is postcard. So I'll say posuto cardo. Okay, yeah. So see how I got this correct, right? But you see here, I actually add like, for some reason it picked up like some words that I did not say earlier. So how this works is that uh, after I record what I said and what the actual what is meant to be said, I'll put them through this API, which basically converts the like all of its inputs into either hiragana, romaji, or katakana. Yeah. Okay, so it's very hard because, like, you know how Japanese has like 3 writing systems, like katakana, hiragana, and kanji. Yeah, so like a lot of the issues I faced was because when the Google recognition API only recognizes like the words as it is. So like, you know, some phrases have like both kanji and hiragana in it. Like, yeah, so that's how they like normally write it. But the issue is that this other API that I tried, which was called Jisho API, right? It didn't accept like words that are too complex. Yeah. So I tried using this, but yeah, it didn't really work. I tried converting all of them to either hiragana or katakana using this API, but it didn't work. So instead I had to use this API, which just converts everything to romaji. Then once I have everything in romaji, I put them through this function that calculates like how similar they are, so that, you know, like in case like sometimes you say a word but the mic didn't pick what you said clearly, didn't pick up what you said clearly, then that's where as long as like there's a similarity of like at least 50%, then you'll like recognize it as correct. Yeah. So here, even though I had this 3 ASU postcado, but because it has a 78.5714285 similarity, so in the end I got it correct. So you can, after you get your word correct or wrong, you get to hear the proper pronunciation of it. So this is using the Google Chrome's web synthesis API.
Postcard.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. So after you go next, this is uketsuke. No idea what it is, but uketsuke. Front desk. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so now
受付
I'm going to show them a demonstration of me getting it wrong. So this is Yokohama. Let's say I say konnichiwa, which is obviously wrong. So here, right, I actually have 3 tries to get it 3 tries to get it correct. After 3 tries, right, and I get all of them wrong, then you just show me the right answer, the correct answer either ways. So let's say I'm an idiot and I don't know this is Yokohama. I keep saying konnichiwa. Okay, there's 2 wrong so far. Konnichiwa. Yeah, so that's my 3rd wrong. So that's where they'll just show me the answer, then I can proceed. So I won't be like stuck here forever trying to pronounce the same word and thinking that this is konnichiwa and keep pronouncing it as konnichiwa, and I just keep getting it wrong. So here's what I say, and then this is the pronunciation. So everything here is logged. Yeah, every time you say something in the input, you'll keep processing it through like all these algorithms. Then you'll calculate the similarity. Then if it's less than 50, you'll just say that it's wrong. Oh yeah. So here you got all wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna leave the console here because I kind of like log all the steps. So this is the index, I think. Then this is the count, like the number of tries you are on. Then this is whether you got it correct or wrong. Then this determines whether you either okay, here. So you either get it correct and it's your you either get it correct on like any of the tries, or you get it all wrong. So like you did 3 tries but they're all wrong, or you're in the middle of getting like let's say on your first or second try you got it wrong. So then lastly is when this is just a edge case lah, but yeah, you don't need to know too much about it. It's too complicated to explain. But yes, okay, so that was one practice session. So I can go another round or I can just choose to exit. But basically, another thing is that you can change how many what's the limit of like words you practice in one practice session. So let's say, okay, just now vocab, right, it was like 5 words. You did an array of 5 words. But let's say you don't want to practice 5 words, you only want to practice like 3 words. Then here you only fetch 3 words from your database. So here you only have 3 words. Yeah, 3 words. Then same thing for pronunciation. If you want to like, let's say 3 is too little, you want to practice 5. Then you go to pronunciation, it'll fetch 5 words for you to practice from. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think that's pretty much it. There were some difficulties I faced. Was there's like a lot of like edge cases, because okay, so here, right, you see, if I say yoji, which is 4 hours, yoji, see, you notice how the input is 4, like digit 4 followed by the kanji G. So the issue here is that this Yomi API, right, it can't process 4 by itself. Like you get an error, it must contain a Japanese text. So it will just return an invalid response. So initially I thought, yeah, okay, so, okay, anyways, yeah, that's one of the edge cases that I had to handle lah. I had to like test and try a lot with using Gshow API, because Gshow accepts digits in its response. Like let's say, I think this works. Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, see? It provides Yoji, this is the hiragana of Yoji. So it accepts digits. So initially I thought to like first convert it into, I first pass it through Gshow. Yeah, then I pass it into Yomi. So I'll get the hiragana version of Yoji first. Then I can pass it into like this. Yeah, like quite literally like this. Then you'll process it properly. But the API was like way too slow. Like yeah, and I think it affects user experience. So I mean honestly, this edge case, like how many vocab words are there gonna be that contains a digit, you know, like from 1 to 10? I think it's gonna be quite rare. So ultimately what I decided to do was just set it such that the length of the word that you're getting is more than 2. So in Duolingo, usually there isn't any word that's more than 2 letters that contains a digit. So yeah, so here it kind of like removes a lot of the edge cases. And okay, honestly here you're just practicing your pronunciation, so you don't really need to be saying the same digits over and over again. Like everyone knows what 1 to 10 in like any other language is. But yeah, I just demonstrate this a bit more. So this Yaku, which is baseball. Yaku. Okay, yeah, so that's correct.
野球
I can hear the correct pronunciation. Then this ice cream. Okay, let's say I'm an idiot and I don't know what this is. I keep saying like France. France. So I get 1 wrong. France. 2 wrong. So let's say I change my mind. This is like Fuji. Okay, yeah, so it's wrong. So what I said last was Fuji, which is wrong. So this is the proper pronunciation. This is the translation. So the proper pronunciation is ice cream, which you can hear here.
アイスクリーム
Yes. Yeah. And anytime if you want to leave, you can just press home. So I kind of want to like do 2 more routes, which is practice writing your kanji. Okay, so far this application is very focused on Japanese speaking, because I mean I'm learning Japanese on Duolingo, and that's too bad, I'm the one making this app. But yeah, so here you can practice your kanji writing, you know, like how complicated kanji is, which is basically just like writing Chinese. And here you can practice your reading. I kind of want to like implement like okay, never mind. You know, I won't reveal it now, but yeah, this is all pretty cool. Shortcuts, or basically I just added like this neat feature where you don't have to use your mouse. It uses like Anki controls, so like space 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So 1 is easy, 2 is medium, 3 is hard, 4 is again. So if I press 1 is easy, if I press 2 on my keyboard, it'll be medium. Yeah. And then 3 will be hard, and then 4 will be again. So you notice how it's all logging here, right? It's like constantly updating the database. So if I check my database again, I can see like a few of the confidence values are edited. Yeah, all this. By the way, these are direct audio pronunciations from Duolingo.
あれいいいいえ
Yeah, pretty cool. And that's all. Yeah, and anytime where you like after a few months where you've learned a few more words, you can just update the database. Then it won't replace. I made it such that it won't replace your confidence scores. It just, if there's a conflict, right? Let me see here. Okay, yeah, if there's a conflict in database scores, right? Yeah, see on conflict, then it won't update it, because I mean it's already in your database lah. So you see all of your let me find the Postgres. I see all of your, see, even though I updated it, right, all of your confidence scores are same, still remain the same. See all the 3s, the 2s, the difficult, easy, mediums. Yeah. So I think this is a very simple and a very effective way of learning whatever language you're learning on Duolingo, like on the fly. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Very proud of it. But yeah, like once I implement these 2 routes, it'll be like a full-fledged. Okay, currently it's just Japanese, but yeah, I mean it's just because I'm learning Japanese. But yeah, vocab and pronunciation. Very cool. That's all. Wait, is that all? Yeah, you can check out my you can check out my this GitHub repo. It has all the code in it and how to set it up locally. I tried to Dockerize it, but because it uses both Node and like JavaScript and Python, so I'm like not very sure how to write the Node, the Docker, sorry, the Docker file, like the instructions for the Docker file. But yeah, you don't need a lot of dependencies. Wait, let me see. So package-wise, sorry, where's my? Okay, so these are all the Python packages. Okay, yeah, sorry, here. So it's just the Duolingo API .env to hide my JWT token and all of the important stuff. Cyclop G2, no idea how to pronounce this, but this is just for connecting to the Postgres database. Requests, and yeah, that's really all there is for the Python side. Then for node modules, my package.json. Yes. So yeah, it's not much. It's just Axios, pg.env, EJS for templating, and then Express backend. Very simple project. I'm trying to make this as free and as lightweight as possible. Like, if I really wanted to, right, I could just use Google Cloud like speech recognition, which is like miles better than the default built-in one into Google. But because I just want to make this like extremely accessible, and like literally the opposite of what Super Duolingo is, which is like paid software. But yeah, I'm just trying to make it as accessible as possible. Yeah. By the way, this project is literally clinging on to like hopes and dreams, because this unofficial Duolingo API is not maintained by the original author, and it might break at like any moment. And if it does, then well, I'll be sad. But which is why I'm kind of making this video, because I want to like at least show off how it works before, like let's say suddenly Duolingo decides to change their API server, or like their API routes. It'll be very hard to access it again. But yeah, I've gone through many trials and errors. A lot of like logic back and forth also, because it's very yeah. Okay, never mind, I won't explain anymore. But yeah, that's all. Wow, 28 minutes done.